SportsCenter, Jays Rangers Game 5 winner advances to the ALCS. Only 2 teams have ever won a best-of-5 series after losing the first 2 at home. Marcus Stroman on the hill, despite making just 5 starts this year, down 2-1 in the 4th, facing Josh Hamilton.
2-2 again, and a swing and a fly ball to shallow left center field. Racing in, Pilar, and a headlong diving catch for the out. Stroman applauding from the mound. Kevin Pilar has done this time and time again. Pilar
saves a hit and leaves his mark on the turf in the process. Now over in the 6th, Stroman still in, runner on second with 2 away. Elvis Andrus hits it up the middle, but Ryan Goins makes a great play for the out. Stroman went 6 innings, giving up 2 earned on 6 hits, keeping the Jays in it. Down just 1 in the bottom half
Texas
now.
In the bottom of the 6th. And the pitch. And a swing and a rocket. This ball's hit a ton, and this game is tied. Encarnacion just took the Parrot for a walk.
Encarnacion takes Cole Hamels deep for his first career playoff home run. It is 2-2. Aaron Sanchez in for the 7th inning now. And with Rougned Odor over on 3rd after a ball, Russell Martin, watch this, hits Sin-Soo Choo with the throw back to the mound. The ball rolls up the 3rd baseline. Odor thinks the ball's in play and he runs home. But the play was called dead by the home plate umpire. However, Texas, they think that run should have counted. So they asked the umpires to talk this one over. They do, and after the discussion, they allow the run to stand. The rule says that if the batter's in the box and the umpire judges the batter not to intentionally interfere, the ball is alive. So Texas takes a 3-2 lead on the error by Martin. The Jays, they're pretty fired up at this point, letting the umpire hear it. Michael Saunders actually gets tossed from the dugout in the process. Well, the crowd at the Rogers Center, they weren't overly pleased either. They begin to throw objects onto the field. It just got ridiculous. Beer cans from the 500s were landing on people in the 100s. The Jays staff and players pleading with the fans to stop throwing things on the field. The umpires would eventually review the play, but the ruling would stand. So Givens comes back out, letting the umpires know the Jays are playing under protest now. The game far from over. Bottom half of the 7th we go. Russell Martin leading off. Martin hits a grounder over to short, but Andrews going to boot it off his glove. The error allows Martin to reach. Next up, Kevin Pilar. Pilar chops it over the right side. Mitch Moreland throws over to second, but it's in the dirt. Andrus can't dig it out. It's a fielder's choice and another error. The Jays with 2 on. Up comes Ryan Goins. Goins, he bunts it. Adrian Beltre throws over to 3rd, looks to be in time, but Andrus actually drops it. Everyone is safe. The 3rd straight error by Texas loads the bases for Ben Revere. He's jammed, and the Rangers get the out at the plate. They try to turn 2, but pinch runner Dalton Pompey takes out catcher Chris Jimenez with the aggressive slide, leaving the bases loaded with just 1 away for Josh Donaldson. The bringer of rain loops one over to second. Just out of the reach of Odor for a base hit. Pilar's going to score. Donaldson's got his 4th RBI of the series. We are all tied up once again, and the inning not done. Still 2 on for Jose Bautista.
The 1-1. Bautista drives it deep left field. Gone!
You can only flirt with fire for so long, and it's going to burn you.
Bautista in his first career playoff series. Make sure it's a massive bat flip this time. The 3-run shot, the 2nd home run of the series. Now has 5 RBI in the ALDS. The Jays take their first lead of the game. It is 6-3. But before Encarnacion could bat, he asked the crowd to calm down as fans continue to throw things on the field. Rangers pitcher Sam Dyson, who gave up the home run to Bautista, then has a few words for Encarnacion at the plate. Things get a little heated here. After a lengthy exchange, both benches would clear. Bautista at the forefront gets in the middle of the argument. He actually had to be pulled away from the pile at one point. Now, they finally would get back to some baseball, and Troy Tulowitzki pops out into foul territory, finally ending the 53-minute-long inning. But after the pitch, Dyson gives him a pat on the butt. Tulo takes exception, and for the second time, the bench is clear.
But what a seventh inning. One you will never forget.
We will not. Now to the 8th we go with 1 on and 1 out. Sanchez walks Moreland. So Gibbons takes him out for the 20-year-old Roberto Osuna. Osuna needing 5 outs. Starts off by striking out Josh Hamilton. Then ends the threat, gonna sit down Andrus to finish off the inning. The Jays now just 3 outs away from their first playoff series win in 22 years. First up, Odor lines out to Goins over at second, and then Osuna gonna calmly strike out Mike Napoli, now just 1 out away from advancing to the ALCS.
It's the game's tying run, but it's the Blue Jays who are a strike away. 3-2 the count. The pitch, swing and a miss, and it's over. The Toronto Blue Jays have defeated the Texas Rangers in 5 games, and they are headed to the American League Championship Series.
Jays win 6-3, becoming just the 3rd team to win a 5-game series after losing the first 2 at home, advancing to the ALCS. So Jose Bautista joins none other than Joe Carter as the only Blue Jays to hit a go-ahead 3-run homer in the postseason. Edwin Encarnacion becomes the 6th different Blue Jay player to homer this postseason, and the Jays led the majors with 18 wins in games where they trailed after the first inning this season. Here is Joey Bats on his game-winning home run.
I knew I did something great for the team, and that's it. I don't remember much after that until I ran to the base and got to the dugout. That's when I kind of started coming to again.
I think it's very rewarding for this group. You know, we thought we were too good to bow out in the first round, but, you know, they were just as good over there. I mean, whoever wins this game is going to be a good representative, I think, in the next round. But, you know, it's special for these guys, and especially really special for everybody around here, you know, and because it's been so long.
Wow, that game, I don't even know where it's going to rank, but that was just insane. I'm just glad we won.
I'm mentally and physically drained from that game today. I mean, that took a lot out of me, and I think it took a lot out of everybody, but for us to come on the winning side of it is pretty amazing.
Take it to the toe, man. Take it to the toe. Just love it. Where's the ace of base at? I never seen a man put a team on his back, though. Real talk. He's an animal. King of pop.
So as the Jays clinch their first postseason series win since '93, the fans at Nathan Phillips Square in downtown Toronto celebrated postgame at Packed House, also over at Real Sports in the city, as the Jays become just the 3rd team to win a divisional series after losing the first 2 games at home.